So we're going to do the same thing. And where we're going to start, Josh has close guard. And I want Josh to influence Joe. Joe is inside of Josh's close guard. I'm going to say, Joe, influence Josh. Whatever you both interpret that to mean, have at it. Go ahead. Okay, now, here's where we're gonna go back. You're gonna move at about a similar intensity. I have no magic up my sleeve tonight. No magic up my sleeve. But I have Professor Mike. Professor Mike's gonna come over. Josh is gonna go right back over there. And we're gonna play like the game Password. So I'm gonna need you to hold this for 1 sec. Just hold this like right there. And I need you to come here. Okay, just hold it right here. Right. Okay. I feel like I should have. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know. Always remember I got your back. So all I'm going to tell you is the following. Is that I want you to play close guard better than what he's doing. Meaning you feel that he's going to try to pull you in. I want you to pull yourself in. I want you to not give him any space, any stuff like that. So normally he's going to be trying to make his grips, everything else. Just stay in the fight. Dog him out. So play guard. Get all the way in. Because what's going to happen is that as you just stay in the pocket right now, even if nothing else is going to go on, he will have to start to overextend, and then you should be able to start clocking interest. So every single time, whatever he's supposed to be doing, I want you to just put it on him from top, and then just start to go from there. You follow where I'm going with that? Okay? Okay. All right. All right, so we kind of, we'll see how this plays out. We're going to see if this might have been the right cue or not. And go ahead and go. Go ahead. There's no clock on this thing, Joe. What I told you to do. No clock. Don't rush it. Run the ball. No clock. No clock on it, just run the ball. That. Run the ball. Josh, feel different? Joe, you know what I'd say from here? Play guard on top. Play guard on top. Play guard on top. Just play guard on top. Even if he has the belt to cheat it, you can play with the belt back. Just play guard on top. Play guard on top. Play guard on top. Play guard on top. Good. Josh, feel different?
Huh?
Time. Just say and cut.
And cut.
The fuck, Mike? All right. Hold. Don't hit that button, it'll stop. Yeah, don't hit that one either. Don't pull a bomb. Wait, are we still recording? Yeah, guys, it was my fault. I said time and it was my fault. But it felt different.
Yeah, I felt like he was just applying pressure to see where I would move and just starting to, there was no rush on his end. It was just me feeling his weight and trying to play to his weight.
How'd that feel for you?
Pretty good. Like I said, just try to play guard better than the other person. I was just trying not to make any mistakes and then wait for them to make one.
So, I said to him, I had to give him a little extra cueing with it because play guard, I wanted him to play guard better than you from a top position, which I also said some similar stuff, and Mike can also correct me with it, is that if I want to try to pull you in, I want you to pull yourself in.
Right.
You want to try to overextend, right? What am I telling him to do? Go in and dog you out a little bit. So I'm not saying that this is what you want to do all the time, but think of it like, all right, they have number one run defense, and you have pretty good run attack, but they're number one. You still need to run the ball to kind of play this stuff up, because what I was telling him is, you'll see in this, is that as you just take your time and do some of this stuff, you're going to start to extend at some point. You will. And when he does, I'm going to tell him to try to do whatever you're trying to do better.
Right.
Your legs start to get extended. What he, you were doing well with the lapels and or the grip in. And some of the times, like, I know you just relaxing your head a little bit, but at least if you're aware, like, the other little things with that, the more that he's going that way, sometimes you can take your head kind of go back, or you cheat your eyes, but you were good with that. But like right off the bat, is that sometimes like you don't, like if you were enclosed on me, so I know you want to pull me in, so if I know you want to pull me in, I'm going to be like right in on this, because now as you're trying to go and get in, you're already getting in space to start moving. Follow what I'm saying? Because now all I have to do, your legs are kind of cheated to the left side. My legs are cheating back to the left. This is where dissociation is going to be okay, because I'm like side crunching right? You're ultimately stuck side crunching left. So as you go to grab me, normally I would have that punch grip down, and all I'm doing is I'm just cheating.
Right.
What hip needs to move? This hip needs to move.
Right.
So this is one of those times. Even when dealing with this, sounds stupid, right? If I'm not aware of what foot is over what, which I have an idea about, my thumb turns down, do the same setup again. So I'm putting this in, right? I'm not even, and you'll see in this, I'm not making a grip. The minute my thumb turns down, you can wiggle your hips, Got it? So you see you can move a little bit more, like internal rotation, a little bit more with that hip, with his left. Move your hip. Can't move it. You feel that's more your lower back. So this is where this hand, you guys can't really see what's going on, is that normally we would say a punch choke, is I'm here, but instead of a cross collar grip, because one, I can't really do it, but two, it's a matter of when we would talk about going for single legs or everything, I don't want to punch this forward. I'm using this cheat because this is trapping that hip so he doesn't get the space to get back over. So this is where I can dissociate, or like when we would go and say upper and lower. So, all right, while we get somewhat extended, either I have my left foot over my right, my hands are switched up, now it's going to be more of this rotation. So here is that what I was saying to Joe is, like he started back here, so he's already a little bit more curled up. Multiple ways you can handle this. He's already more extended, so now he's got to, now you have to adjust. So as he's doing that, go ahead. He's crunching in. I'm already starting to kind of come back in, and now I'm going, all right, elbows outside. So as you're playing this out, go ahead. all I'm trying to do is stay curled in his ball as much as possible. His head's looking left, my head's looking left. I know he's trying to punch, choke the square back up, so all I'm gonna keep doing is rotate with it and make him just carry my weight. So as that's going on, could I trap an arm? Yes, but do I want to? No. Here,
That pressure, yeah.
forces him to extend, but now he's just carrying my weight. Good, he's gonna bench me off. I'm just gonna keep focusing on my head cheating back a little bit so he can try to square back up. And every single time this is going on, like again, if I make a fist, he can move me. Go ahead. Relax it, keep going. I can put my toes into it. His elbows flare, my elbows flare. I'm getting him to reach, getting him to reach, getting him to reach and trap. So he's essentially still trying to play this from a closed setup, but I'm in real no rush. He has, keep going, whatever, like, or if you feel safer saying there, you're fine. So he's pulling with my sleeve and doing that. Cool, I just pull it back, and now he's even more extended. Nice cheater using the lapel, paying attention. But throughout that process, what is it?
Step by step stuff.
Look, he's a stud. I mean, no, straight up. But, like, all the stuff we've been doing, belt lapel. One of the cheats I haven't gotten to show him because of work is that if I'm on, go bomb side control, grab my lapel. No, here.
Oh, sorry.
So like here, like if I'm in this kind of position, whether you're inside or out, just straighten your left leg.
Oh, okay. That's what I didn't do. I was like,
Well, but you were using my
fine.
collar, so you can put all your weight into this.
okay.
So you can be here, relax, or just say I have your arms stretched out. You have my belt or lapel. Try to put that in your left hand. Because what are most people gonna do? Muscle, just straighten your left leg. And then all you gotta do is start to sit to your left hip. Push that leg down. Now I can't go anywhere. Now you're on top and I got nowhere to go. All you gotta do is just chill out. So the great thing about this is that just what you were doing before, like everything that you did, let me use the lapel, let me use that setup. It's great. But why do I have to respect that? Because I know he's gonna invert, I know that's gonna set, so I'm gonna chill out, and no matter what, I'm gonna come back to the following. am I safe? The point of doing what we're doing right now, regardless of this, is not for, like, can I beat, bro, he's a stud. If it's a matter of life or death stuff, go and give me a run for money regardless of this shit. Too many people make this stuff too dogmatic. Let's talk about the reality. Can I keep myself safe while I'm dealing with this? Okay, some options are gonna come off the table. So what matters more? How much can I stay on top?
Right.
So now, there's times where, all right, we're gonna run the ball. We can't get everything right off the bat. What did I say for him to do? Just stay in the pocket.
Right.
Stay here. He wants to get cross collar chokes. Go ahead. Stay there. So he's trying to play cross routes. Keep this thing open up. When you saw him, when I'm coming up, a lot of times grip, everything else. What did you see me doing? Flood this way.
Right.
Just keep your elbows outside.
Okay.
The cost of that for me though is I have to alert that where's my head relative to my hips, where's the body. The minute that I feel you doing something where you are aware of what I'm doing, what did you feel me start to do?
I think that you just started to read it, and anything that it's almost like when I moved my left hand, I dropped my right hand off of your sleeve, and then adjusted to your lapel. As soon as I did that, I felt your hips switch to my right side. You didn't take a big step, but I felt a hip switch to my right side. It's you have such a menu that you're ready to choose from.
But where am I going to start from that menu? Subtract.
Okay.
I remember what I was saying. When you don't have options, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
When you have options, it can be challenging. It can be hard. Could I make grips on his sleeves? Could I do anything? How did I start that right one part before we did this? If I make a fist, he can move me, right?
Right.
So what did I take off the menu right off the bat? Just notice I said, when I make a fist, he could move me.
You took off making a fist.
What?
Right. Say again.
You took off making a fist.
Right. So right then. So anytime that I go to make a fist or I go to squeeze, that took pressure off of this here and weight came up. That's just a simple explanation I can give you. So what do I, regardless of the technique, cross collar choke, everything else. So when I normally do like that one where I go and people are trying to either triangle me or from that position or a closed guard and I just do that one choke, I normally am thumb down into it. Well, the other version is I can be here and it's going to be this position. So I'm just going to lean in that forearm, kind of like what you saw me to do with the lapel around the guy's midsection. So right off the bat, anything where I'm making a fist or I'm irradiating, where anything I'm doing that, now does what? That's off the menu. Is this making sense? Joey, kind of.
Yes.
So anything of this is now off. What else did I take away from it? Go ahead. There's no wrong, how about this? There's no wrong answer because a lot of these for you guys are going to be whats. And we can always funnel whats down, up and down this chain.
So what he was doing,
What's that?
what he was doing, you were trying to mirror, like the elbows flared yours.
Right. So I would mirror him flared. The only adjustment that I would make is where he was making a grip, what was I not doing?
Gripping. You
So-
were just loose.
So his grip that he thought was controlling me or influencing me is also influencing himself. When he started to be able to elevate me, where did a lot of that stuff come from was a little bit less of a grip and more hips to make up for this and just turn the steering wheel or get this away. So we went from what the idea of this would be was keep yourself safe, nothing first, then self-frame or self-grip. Now, if he was coming in on me, frame him away, then maybe grip. So you follow what I'm saying that particular stuff? Because if I grip him too tight here, I've already beat myself. I need to make sure I'm good here. So anytime he was just doing that and he's overextended, what am I going to say? Thank you. It's like the corner playing off the wide receiver, and you just keep playing off. 2 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards, first down, 5 yards, first down. So I'm just going to keep taking that. So whatever he was supposed to do, I just did better. Now I'm just giving you to what you said. He should be framing me away. What was he doing? Gripping. Good. So what am I going to do? Just frame him away during his grip. That forces his elbows now to the outside. The other things that we talk about, my hands being out means thumbs out, meaning it's going to mean a little bit more spinal kind of stuff, more lower back, a little bit less from the legs. So I just need to be aware that at some point during his grip, because the more that he gets used to where his hands were at this, he just doesn't turn his thumb out. So I have to just be aware is during this grip sequence, because it's not just this or that, he can roll through that. So if that's going to happen, I need to be aware of, all right, either move my feet, motion my head, or a lot of the other stuff. When he got to side control, doing good. Or bottom, says he had the lapel. What'd you see me do? Grab his belt. Because then I know for this one that he had to do to me, if he had that, it's either going to be a leg extension or to create space. And what I was talking to him about before is using the belt and framing that away forces it so you have to go to his left. So far, so good. Why isn't he going to his left? If you go, so I'm layering in what we talked about earlier. His grip is going in the wrong direction. He is thinking that he has to push back into me from an upper body standpoint. He is now completely dissociated, and what am I going to let him do? Just do it. Now that I'm past this, am I going to go back this way on him, or am I going to move more towards north-south, or in some kind of modified position that so I have the following. Top is winning, bottom's losing, where on your side may be okay. I want to live more in the top and more top side, if you want to put it this way. So I would say top, side, top, side. So I'm kind of giving you little extra notches, because the more I'm staying here in that upper kind of part, the more I have you there, you may expose your back. You may expose going like to mount or going to like where I was going with that. Or I could just adjust and maybe a submission's going to show up. So we get to the last part. Where are we at? Go to an armbar. You're going to throw me off, which I know. So when you're going to throw me off, what am I going to do? Head was high, hips were low before. Now you're throwing me into it. So now my head's going to go down, head down, butt up. That's the way we like to roll through for a backside armbar, force you into it and check you from there. So all I'm trying to say for you to do is where he started on me, where he was kind of working on him in the beginning, was keeping him in tight, getting him slightly extended, working his grips, working through progression. There was times where he overextended in the beginning. So notice this, when he overextended, Joe was able to go, he's going to extend, I'm just going to extend better than him because his grips are already committed. What did that usually give Joe? The ability to start passing. Thing is, when you're really good with the belt and lapel and you're aware of these things, now you can just kind of make adjustments as you go. So that's where he would normally get to a pass. You're going to reverse secondary out of it. You guys are working through it. The thing that I'm doing now is going to be a similar kind of thing with it, but the only thing I'm not letting you do is you're supposed to be doing these certain steps. I'm going to do them better than you. And when I say better, it's more like I'm doing them less worse, or I'm going to lose less. And that's when I go, sometimes I may posture right back, right? Because like when I was in that kind of closed guard where you were trapped on here, and I'm not going to risk this as much, but it was like your arms already trapped, your hips trapped, everything else trapped, and then you just felt me because you trapped your own arm. Most of the stuff, like when you went to a scoop grip on the leg, all I did there is I slid my hand back to slide, but I didn't go all the way to go either to his leg or mine. I'm purposely just doing it to trap him more in place. So what was his answer from there? Overextend. Overextend now it's going to give me the ability to go, can't use his legs, can't do that. So the biggest or one of the best things for him to have probably done at that point would have been try to, as best as possible, unlock his legs. Because now you're locked in a position where you are so far away that if I wanted him to turn belly down, if he's so conscious and he wants to keep this, then this is where I would tell him, take his left foot, curl his toes behind him, and start going this way because your arm is trapped. Or if I was here, even if you get a little, now you can roll this, just turn this thumb down because you're just trying to get a little here and realize you're probably going to have to expose your back. Like if you're not fully exposing your back for me to take it, you're going to have to expose it a little bit to either invert or go to turtle. That's where a lot of people get this wrong of, the last part, is I don't want to give up my back. The only time I would really give up my back, I'm just really making this exaggerated, just watch this, is if I just did this and I just said, hey, Josh, take my back. Just literally just get on top of me. Yeah, okay, I gave up my back. Good, come back. So, if I'm in like closed guard or some variation of it and I'm here and I go, I'm gonna give up my back, well now I turn down a little bit to get this arm exposed. So I go a little bit, but is he fully on my back? No, he's in between my legs or I'm on my side, so I may be okay. Now I can play this out. And there's so many different ways that people will approach this, whether you want to say like how I normally do the arm trap stuff, people can play like classic, Vale Tudo guards and everything else out of these kinds of positions, but he's now extended. I'm slightly extended. But I'm just aware of now, like what you talk about, where do I want his hands to go? Where do I want to go? Am I in a position where I can get over the top of his body right now? No. But I'm in a position where I could go, could I grab his arm, start trapping him, and start going like the other way? Yes, do that instead. And where most people are gonna mess up is they do what? They make the grip and they pull themselves back on top.
Okay.
And where it's like, I can go to the right, keep going right. If I can't go to the right, then which way am I going to then probably go?
Left.
Go left. Now, if I can't go to the left, now I'm going to try to either go back to right, or if now you're pressuring to come right in on me, guess where I'm going to go? I'm using easy words. You're going in on me. Where am I going to go? Good. You're starting to move away from me. What am I maybe going to do? You're moving away from me.
Oh, back out.
I may back out a little bit because what I don't want to do is do what? Overextend. Because he may take a step back, I may scoot in, and so if like we were here, and he just back out, and I may I may come back where I try to come in, now I'm giving him the ability to just knee cut right out. Maybe I tried to do too much. If he's gonna go start like back out, stand up, like, yep, okay. If I try to come up right now, and I don't have an ideal situation, he's got head height, shoulder height, everything else. Who's winning? You are realistically, because you are a grown man, it's just, you're on top. I'm losing right now. I'm still sitting on my butt. So if I feel him starting to like pull back, I may start going and getting like here, because now I want to see how this is playing. Well, George, this is unrealistic. Well, if he starts moving on me again, go ahead. You just let me get in on your legs now. And then when we're going out of this, then we're going to turn. I know he wants to go that way. Don't go that way. I don't want to knee bar you. And I don't want you to go back all the way that way, because I can still foot lock you, or I could kick you over, or what could I start to look to do? Okay, he's going to start to look and attack me, and I can say, okay, he's looking to play, everything else, start clearing knee lines, and then, could we get in foot lock battles, everything else? Yes, keep going. Who's on top? Do I want to get into a leg lock battle at that point? I'm not in a platform to do it. So that's why I say to you, we're playing like leg lock guard or foot lock guard. Am I in a really good place to play foot lock guard right now? Not really, because he could still pass me, take my back, or I could submit myself. What am I going to do? Get myself safe, get on my side, make sure my stuff is, go back to my self-preservation. Play that out. Cool, he's trying to foot lock me. Is he forgetting about his feet? Yes. Do I want to try to submit him? No. He submits himself. What do I need to do?
Stay safe.
Don't submit myself. So I'm gonna go, where could I get right now? Just get on top. Because now, who's overextended? Now I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm at his barbecue again. Hey man, can I get a plate? Yeah, man, eat up. Go ahead.
So before, when you were forcing him on the side, you were using the belt.
Yeah.
And you're basically stapling him down.
This hand's going that way.
Like in the event that he doesn't play ball, he doesn't go down to turtle or face down, and he uses his legs to kind of like do the swing and turn back into you.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep your hand on his belt, or are you going to move your hand?
I'm probably gonna go and say, I feel his legs doing that, right? So his legs would have been like with that, he would be coming this way, right?
Yeah.
So, do I want him to roll me over this way, like where I'm at right now?
No.
So what would I may do? If I have the belt going this way, I may circle north-south and then make sure the belt faces which way? That way. Yeah.
So you're not going to step over, you're going to go the other, you're going to go around.
Yeah, because like, look, from a direction standpoint,
Okay.
turn that way so we'll see. Like, put your head here. Head this way, sorry. So he had this through his leg, and like he had some kind of grip with that. All right. Because this is what I kind of did, right? Is that I'm playing to this, and again, if he wants, just put all your weight into that leg, like straighten your leg. Don't straighten your leg, not your arm. And now just drop your leg to the ground. It's going to force the space. So why am I going to go here? Because this acts as my underhook. Because now if he goes to this side, that's why I'm going to go here. I know he's going to turn back this way. So as that goes, that's why I'm trying to go more into that like turtle position. And as long as I can now just roll this back.
That's what you meant before with the invert.
Yeah.
Invert.
So the only difference where I did there is I'm doing this from the knees because I had to go standing on him. My head was a little bit lower, my hips were higher, and that's why his legs got high. So I knew his legs are going to be high while I'm doing that, which means at some point, as long as I'm disciplined with my leg, that I'm probably going to get some inside space here. The other things where I'm just saying extra layers of stuff I know, left hand dominant versus right hand dominant, he has to extend to his left. I'm just going to get him to a point where he overextends too much, and he's trying to reach this up, and I'm not going to throw the leg away. I'm pointing in space.
Instead of taking your hand out, you just moved yourself around.
Correct. So there's times where, again, hey, I'm running the ball at him, or I'm going to stay in the pocket, because moving away from the pocket could be beneficial for him, or it could be beneficial for me. But right now, if we're both in this position, and I know he's probably not in a good, like we're both like, we're not both winning, but we're not losing, he's still on bottom. And then if that leg is just hanging out here, and he keeps trying to throw it up on me, and he's trying to move his arms, at some point, these are going to get up, and unless he's aware of where his hand position is, this space is going to open up at some point. So that's where he did a good job getting to the side, start to get there, then I'm going to just take my time. Like, I started to use the belt to flush him back out this side, then I was going to roll it around to the back. And it's just a matter of like, again, not trying to submit him, just literally moving to positions where it's like, run the ball.
Yeah, I think a good I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, take it.
I think a good representation of that was, the one thing that keeps replaying in my head was when I felt like you were very vertical over top of me at one point. In my head I said, okay, snap to extend. So as soon as I did that, your right foot kicked out immediately with your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just moved right to knee on belly.
Yep.
And it was just, I would assume it's so second nature to you that that you didn't see it, but it's red in my head. It's burnt now. So
Yeah.
now, but your teachings to me were to extend, to throw off balance, like to create that
Yeah.
off balance. So that's immediately what I went to. But you immediately stepped out and went right to the knee on belly.
So let's just be aware of this though. I would tell him to extend, but what did we just do a lot with belt and lapel and everything else? His arms can move more when his legs are usually where? In or out?
And
Okay. Okay. So if his arms are in a little bit tighter, right? So just follow what I'm saying. I'm going to contradict myself a little bit, but just hear me out. Okay. If I have his belt and lapel and I'm here, my legs can kind of move more, right? All right. But if my arms are out more, I'm a little bit more extended, so I got to be aware of how much my legs are going.
okay.
Kind of on my side. So if I'm here and I extended here, right? What can I let get beat?
Your legs.
This, because
Right.
this and this are an equivalent kind of stuff. If he is standing on top of or standing in front of me like this, is this a good defensive position for me to be in? No, this is horrible. So if I'm here, I need to be aware of, I could do one up, one in, so I could be asymmetrical here, or I could play to crosses every once in a while, or I could be out here and this tight, or I could be here or this, or I could be here and out, like bird dog and rotary stability kind of stuff. But where I can't live is the following. You'll get away with this for a minute because you'll start to see my feet are going to drop the more I'm here. So I'm going to let them drop, let them drop, let them drop, let them drop. And the minute I just turn my thumbs, I can always just bring them right back up, turn them down. If I want to make this even more, I curl my feet, like I can cramp my feet, and I can always get my hips up. So I can always start getting into, I can always elevate and rotate to a side. But that's just me as I go through these things with you, just knowing which way this has to move. Now, if you think about it this way, I'm trying to do all of this, right? He's on bottom. What we talked about before. He's here. The minute that he's trying to do all this, and I start making fists, notice that those feet stop coming up. What are they starting to do?
Come down.
Go down.
Right. Okay.
So, when you overtense this, I already know you're starting to beat yourself. What am I going to do now? I'm just going to influence it a little bit more. So that's where sometimes what I would do to get him to move more, and this is, like, that's why I say you can't make it linear. We'll start with one, and I go, okay, you're, like what you said, extend, yes. But I also have been saying, you can extend this way, and you can extend this way, but it's generally not the best idea to do superstars, right? But I'm going to try to be nice with my hand about this. So I'm just going to use 4 fingers and not my thumb. If I try to do this, I say, just gently pull yourself away. You see how I'm moving with them? So I may do this to let him start moving. Go ahead, start moving. And then I just release 1 or 2 of them, and now you feel you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, much better.
So now when you think about how you're lining up the script, and what I would talk to these guys about a lot is we are going to do stuff every once in a while where I'm going to let you move. I'm going to make it feel too good to be true. So he can go, and I'll do this, and then at one point as you start to move, I'm going to start just adjusting where it's going, because now as you pull away, you're either pulling me in or wherever I want to go with that. So that's where, as stupid as it sounds like you're saying, second nature and habit, whether you want to use a football play or everything else, I'm running either stacked receivers or I'm running cross routes. You're doing a good job defending. Okay, you guys are doing that. We're in scramble drill right now. When you are where you are, you're in scramble drill. What I just need you to do is lose sight of what your upper body and lower body has to do communication-wise, or at least you got everything else good. And this guy that's supposed to be right here, you tensed up and you're hanging here. You left my guy in the flat, wide open. Covered, wide open. Throw it, walk in, end zone. So that's where, when I keep saying subtract or take stuff away, you have to, pretty much you had a really good spot. Doing stuff with the belt, doing stuff with the lapel, being in an athletic position, better fitness than me right now. Everything else across the board, right? Has everything covered. What do I just need to do?
Wait it out. Yeah.
Or,
Thumb out.
well, what I'm just saying is just watch. This time I didn't move, one I did thumb out. This next one I did, you gotta watch real close.
Thumb open.
I didn't move my thumb. Watch again.
Oh,
So-
3 fingers.
So he can see it from there because he saw this knuckle move. And you're pretty much right. I open. When you're saying open hand, great. Now we're getting into the, now this is something you're not, so I'm gonna leave this here, okay? What I do different.
Nothing.
I'm doing something different.
You're looking in this direction.
Everything else stayed the same. My eyes look towards him. Now I could do that, I'll keep my eyes there, right? What am I doing different? Clenching my jaw. Now, what else could I do different? Don't pee myself, don't poop myself.
Clinch.
To get with a diaphragmatic.
Right.
I can be here. All of these little things of what I do to myself influence me, but they can also influence you. So all I'm trying to do is be aware, am I safe? And then how I influence myself can influence you. And then can you also, when I say that phrase, don't be like, I need you to lose more than I need to win. And that's going to be universal as I get older, as injuries happen, as life happens, everything else. Pure athletic competition, you beat me 100 times out of 100. The majority of people beat me 1,000 times over 100. The only thing I have is I've got the entire formula for all this in my head where I go, all right. Or I have this, and the only thing I change now is I release a grip a little bit.
Right.
Or when people say like, oh, foot position doesn't matter. It certainly does. This and that are two different things. And it depends on like, so for example, like for Mike, I could show Mike 20 other guards, right? There's stuff that as he plays into it and as he's working on it, I want him to get better at. But would I want Mike to go, hey Mike, I want you inverting on everybody to go to do that? As we get older, as we deal with it, we want to be as so much aware of risk that we're not just taking stuff to go. I want Mike to be able to go and say, okay, the cost of somebody else overextending and they defended all this other stuff brought you right into the inversion, got right in on the leg, and what did he have to do? Really, realistically, nothing. So the more that you can play it that way, then you start to go and say, cool, I want Mike to focus on certain things. What does Mike do? Like, gets to your belt, he gets to gets to north-south, gets it. Fair to say? Night and day, people are going to be rather frustrated. He has to defend himself, he can get the belt lapel, they're going to be frustrated. Could I give him, like, here's buggy choke, could I give him all of these things? Yes, I could give it to him, but does he really need it? No. Or more so, is it the right tool for the right job against what we're doing? And that's where, like, I keep coming back to everything works, literally everything works. Well, I can make these grips, I can do all these techniques. Hey, do you need to at this point? If you said to me, I can always punch him, or like watch Joe, he can always sweep a couple guys a certain way. If that keeps working, what am I going to tell him to do? Keep doing it. Because the cost of people finally figuring out how to deal with that opens up everything else that he still may struggle with a little bit. And then instead of trying to force stuff, you're not forcing out the stuff. So like there would be a couple times when he was doing what he was doing with me, if all he did is he realized, let me just get myself better in a guard position and bring myself into a ball, he'd be like, he's curled up now, so I have to make an adjustment. That's going to give him the space he wanted. He tried to get the space too early. Okay, so now I need to extend you away, right? That should be like I'm trying to open you up. So what are you going to do? You may open yourself up a little bit to curl yourself back up, so that way it opens me up in return. Because the cost of me having to do and deal with that, and I'm oversimplifying the shit out of this for you guys, but now you just don't beat yourself out of it. Fair?
Yeah.
Fair? Fair. Any questions about this? Or so the biggest thing out of it is sometimes, like we said, playing guard on top, you can play it back, or we just gonna dogfight him right out. Play it in tight, then as he starts to extend, what can I do? He's trying to extend, so can I, say again, just hear me out. He's going to start to extend because I gave him no space. So can I
Extend.
better than what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
He's trying to get to his side a little bit more, or cut the angle to his left side more. Can I cut the angle to his left side a little bit more, or better than what he's trying to do? Because if I can beat him to it, or influence him there, then whatever he's trying to get to, he's probably that far behind. Now, when that happens, hey, you gave me normally I would use the $1 one, but the food one's pretty good. Hey, you going to eat that? No, you can have another one. Oh, cool. Now I'm here. Hey, you going to eat that? Because the minute I make a grip, you can take that away from me.
And the food on the plate gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, because ultimately, like again, we go back to the server, right? I'm at the buffet, go back to tacos. Tacos is every submission in jiu-jitsu. I'm at the buffet, but this is not a buffet where I can go, all right, let me pick what's there. You're always serving me my meal. So I wanna make sure, one, I'm not allergic to it, and then two, as I go to digest it, just take my time.
Right.
If I gotta get in and get out, then yeah, I mean, bro, do it up. But if you're gonna say, hey, do you wanna savor the meal more, then what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna enjoy it.
Gonna eat.
I've gotta eat, man. I gotta get my breathing better, and I gotta get a little bit leaner and meaner. Thanks for watching, guys. Always remember, we got your back.